Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery down here in our shooting center today. It's a great day. We wanted to tell you about a brand new target bow that just come out. It is the PSE Supra RTX. Great new bow from PSE that fits in that Supra line of bows that they have in their lineup. And right up front, we'll tell you about the Supra RTX, where that fits in. This is what we're calling a mid-price point bow. It's not flagship priced, it's not budget priced, it's right in the middle there. So another pricing option from the folks at PSE, but don't be fooled by it being less expensive than the flagship line. What I can tell you about this bow, just shooting it for a little while, is this bow shoots. We'll go through the technologies involved in just a second, but first let's run through the specs for you. The Supra RTX is available in axle-to-axle lengths of 37 inches or 40 inches, and each one has two different cam options available. There's the SE cam and the EM cam. The SE cams are going to be available with adjustable let-off from 65, 70, and 75%. The EM cams are going to have a fixed let off of 75%. So the Supra RTX 37 SE measures 37 inches axle to axle. It's got a brace height of 7 inches, a draw length range from 26.5 to 32 inches, IBO speed rating of anywhere from 318 to 326 feet per second. The Supra RTX 37 EM measures 37 inches axle to axle. It's got a brace height of 6 5/8 inches, draw length range 22.5 to 28.5 inches, IBO speed rating of anywhere from 326 to 332 feet per second. The Supra RTX 40 SE measures 40 inches axle to axle. It's got a brace height of 8 inches, draw length range from 28 to 33.5 inches, with IBO speed ratings of 312 to 320 feet per second. And the Supra RTX 40 EM measures 40 inches axle to axle. It's got a 7.5 inch brace height, draw length range from 24 inches to 30 inches, IBO speed rating of 325 to 333 feet per second. Every one of these bows is available in peak draw weights of 40, 50, 60 pounds. All right, so what we want to tell you about the Supra RTX, what's new and great about this bow. We've got wider limb pockets and wider limbs here on this bow. That just makes it more stable. The riser itself is more rigid than they've been in the past. That's great for consistency from shot to shot. You can imagine with a lot of riser flex, you may not get the same from shot to shot. The stiffer it is, the less that it flexes, the more consistent you're going to be. So this is a little bit more consistent than that stiffer riser. And you can see that classic Supra shape there with the D-flex riser. It pushes the pivot point of your hand out more in front than a reflex where it would be back this way. And I've come to really like that grip system. It's just a natural position for your hand. It feels good and it holds really well. To the cam, this is of course PSE's wildly popular Evolve cam. Great cam that PSE has come out with. And what we've got here is what PSE calls the Precision Bus Tuning System. So on the cam here, there are rollers that the cables come into, and they actually roll around this track on each side of the cam there. That helps keep that cam straight up. What this would be similar to was the old style where you had the split yokes come out to either side of the limbs, but PSE has brought them in against the cams just to keep that cam nice and straight. So with this Precision Bus Tuning System, with this being one single cable that actually weaves through. Your one yoke is going to start out on this side, it's going to cross over and come up this side. Your other yoke is going to start here, cross over and come up this side. With it being one piece, what that means is that you can do some yoke tuning with this. In other words, if you want to eliminate a left or a right tear, you can just put twists into one side, take them out of the other. That will just influence that cam just slightly. So it's a great feature to be able to do that yoke tuning with this special device that PSE came up with. So the total string system for this bow is only 3 pieces. A lot of times you would expect this to be 5, where these would be their own separate little yoke harnesses there, but it's not. It's connected in there. Again, that just helps keep everything. The less parts that you have, the less things that can go wrong there. So precision bus tuning system, that's something they came out with recently. That is a great system there. Moving down the bow. So we do have a carbon cable arm here with a roller. You're going to have rollers along the cable arm, and you're also going to have rollers along the strings. That's just for smoothness. So as you draw through, this thing's going to slide back and forth nice and smooth, and your cables are going to slide through the rollers nice. It is, as you can see, offset here. So if I wanted to adjust the cable arm either in tuning or to get fletching clearance, I would just loosen this bolt, and then I can move this cable arm in or out, and it's going to change my string clearance here, my fletching clearance. So that's a great feature. For rest security, PSE has put 2 burger hole buttons in here. So I only have, on my rest, I'm only using 1 bolt, but you can put 2 in, assuming that your rest has enough width for that. And then that's going to lock your rest into place. You don't ever have to worry about it moving. The grip, as we mentioned, this is the classic D-Flex riser of the Supra series. So they maintain that, and it's a nice flat grip, nice and thin. There's actually a little ridge just where that flat spot rounds over, and you can really feel that in your hand. Likewise, on the front here, what I like is this channel. So when I come into my grip, I can just touch my finger in and I can feel where that channel is. So that helps me make sure that my hand's in the right position, because I can feel if I'm over this way too far, over this way. With that channel, I can get my hand set exactly where I want it. Coming down again, PSE has added a second stabilizer bushing down low here, so that if you want to take your weights and move them down lower, just to get a lower center of gravity, so to speak, you can do that. It's great just to have the option so that you can put those wherever you want. Okay, so as I mentioned at the beginning, I've had a couple days to spend with this bow, and what struck me with it is how quickly, first off, that I was able to get it tuned to my indoor arrows. I have 23 diameter arrows. How quickly I was able to get it tuned, and then how quickly I was able to find the middle with them. This bow, just from the get-go, it hit in the middle. Shots that I didn't feel like were perfect, the arrow still went in the middle. I mean, that's all we can ask for in a target bow, especially that when your imperfect shots go in the middle, that's what we like to see. The draw cycle on it is nice. I don't tend to like an aggressive version, so I should mention that I am shooting the 40 SE Supra RTX, so I do have that SE cam, which is a little bit milder. The EM is going to be the one that's a little more aggressive. That's where you're going to get your speed. So SE with that adjustable let-off, I have it set at 75%. I like a higher let-off. So the draw cycle is nice. It holds back at full draw, nice for me, and it aims really well. I think it has something to do with that hand position, how I'm holding this bow up front. When I get it on the target, it just wants to sit there. So yeah, like we said, this is just a great shooting, comfortable bow that hits in the middle, and it's gonna be at that mid price point. So if you don't wanna go all the way to the top to the flagship bows, this one's gonna be in the middle for pricing, but it's still a quality bow. All right, so that is the PSE Supra RTX, great bow from PSE. It's gonna be friendly to a lot of people's budgets, get a lot of people out on the target archery line. That's what you like to see. The Supra RTX. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. As always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at LancasterArchery.com.